Hi, this is teacher Jen from Camglish.com and welcome again to a new lesson on essential English patterns. Today we will discuss a new pattern, and it's the pattern I would never get. I would never get. I would never get. In this pattern, it means there's no chance or possibility for you to do or get something. Again, in this pattern, I would never get. That means you're expressing that there's no chance or possibility for you to do or get something. Now, let's discuss the following sample sentences so that you can understand it better. Number 1. I would never get into that school. I would never get into that school. In this sentence, you're saying that there's no chance for you to enter that school. Maybe because the tuition fee is expensive for you, it's too high, or it's just that you can pass the requirements. Number 2, I would never get hired there. I would never get hired there. In this sentence, you are saying that there's no chance for you to work in that company. Maybe because, again, you don't meet the requirements or the qualifications, or it's just that you think you can't pass in that company. Number 3, I would never get myself into that position. I would never get myself into that position. In this sentence, you're saying that it's impossible for you to do something like in that situation. So you're saying that you will not do anything so you can put yourself in that kind of situation, and maybe that situation is bad, okay? Or something is not good in that situation, and you will not do or you will not get yourself into that situation or position. Number 4, I would never get an apartment in that building. I would never get an apartment in that building. Here, you're saying that there's no chance for you to get an apartment in that building. Maybe because it's expensive, or maybe because that apartment is something that you don't like, or the building, okay? The building is what you don't like, and you will not get an apartment in that building. Number 5, I would never get a subscription to that magazine. I would never get a subscription to that magazine. Here you're saying that it's impossible for you to subscribe to that magazine. Okay? Maybe because it's expensive, or maybe because you don't like the magazine. Now it's our turn to make our own sentences. So my sentence is, I would never get a punishment for that. I would never get a punishment for that. So in my sentence, I am saying that there's no chance or possibility for me to get a punishment for what I have done. Maybe because I'm very sure that I didn't do something wrong, or maybe because I know that my parents, or someone that is supposed to give me a punishment, wouldn't give me a punishment. So how about you? What is your sentence? Very good. Now let's have a review and read the following sentences once more. Please follow me. I would never get into that school. I would never get into that school. I would never get hired there. I would never get hired there. I would never get myself into that position. I would never get myself into that position. I would never get an apartment in that building. I would never get an apartment in that building. I would never get a subscription to that magazine. I would never get a subscription to that magazine. Very good. Now let's go on. And here, on the dialogues, for dialogue number 1 and number 2, I will be speaker A and you will be speaker B. Let's start with number 1. Dave is buying a house on Broadway Street. Why do you say that? Very good. Number 2. I am going to get my hair cut at Sally's salon today. Why not? Very good. So as you can see, our pattern is easy to use in our daily conversations. Now, let's go back here and I want you to review this pattern together with the sample sentences. Please memorize all the sentences here because they might come in handy when you are expressing yourself in English. But don't forget to make your own sentences as well so that you can enhance and practice your English skills. Okay? So, this is the end of our lesson. I hope you learned something. This is Teacher Jen from camglish.com saying goodbye and see you on our next video. Goodbye!